Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Well, happy holidays. It is now December, so I have a box that I want to share with you. I did get this box for review, and but my opinions are my own, but they wanted me to share this with you for the holidays. If you've never gotten this box before, you can get 30% off with my special affiliate link down below. It is the Sewers Club box from Canada. It is a Canadian company, so this is available to Canadians, Americans. I'm pretty sure they ship worldwide, but I'm not positive. I will look here in a second. But you have the choice of a project box, or you can get the stash box. Now, I got the stash box, and you can get fat quarters or half yards. And I'm not sure in Canada and other countries if they do meters or if the yards are just for Americans. But I got the half yard box. So let's get it open and see what's inside. Okay, well, it does look like they ship to places other than Canada and the United States. Those are Australia, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom. So it looks like that's it. But they do half yards. I looked at the Canadian site and it shows half yards, not half meters. So you can get 3, 5, or 7 half yard cuts, or for the fat quarters, I believe it's 5, 10, and 15 fat quarters. Yeah. So you can pick fat quarters or you can pick half yard cuts. If you like larger cuts, the half yard cut is the way to go. If you like the fat quarters for quilting, you can get the smaller cuts, and then you can get more of those if you like. So 5, 10, or 15. So pricing definitely depends on what country you're in and what size fabrics you get. So it doesn't make sense for me to tell you pricing because it's kind of all over the place depending on what you choose. Like I said, there's also a project-based box, but I like the fabric box. So they offered me either the project or the fabric, and I chose the fabric. So I've got the half yard cut, so let's get it open and see what's inside. I'm not sure how many I got. I think I might have got 7. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. Ooh, very pretty. Okay. Well, I got a good variety in here. They didn't ask me my preferences or anything like that, just because they did offer this to me for free, which they did last December as well. And it's kind of nice because they give me a code for you guys to get 30% off, which I really appreciate. Now, that's only if you've never had a Sewers Club box before. So, for brand new people. All right. So I'm going to take these fabrics out, and we are going to see what they are. This one looks like, and they do put a card in here with all the fabrics that you received, and it looks like this one is called Bloom On, and it's called Packed Floral Prints. It's really pretty. Lovely. I actually really like that. I'm not a big floral girl, but it's really nice. It looks like wildflowers more than, you know, some big print flowers that I don't like. Actually, I'm not even showing you the correct side. That was the back. Now it's more vibrant. There we go. There's the front. So that's Bloom On, Packed Floral Print. And it doesn't say, you know, the one thing I wish they would do is they put the manufacturer. They didn't put that. And I don't have enough selvage. I just have one that says Bloom right there. So I'm not sure what manufacturer that is. The next one is called Hampton Court Rose Trellis. It's interesting if this is the correct one. I'm thinking they're in order. This one is by Maywood Studios. It's definitely not roses though. It's really pretty though. It reminds me of the fabric I used, the quilt that I did with this collab I did with Steven at the beginning of this year, way back in January. I did a purple and green quilt. It looks like the purples I used in that quilt. It definitely doesn't look like roses or a trellis, but that's okay. The next one is, let's see. Oh, you know what? I think they're out of order. I just saw one that said hand-picked violet pansy. That's what it has to be. These are pansies. So, okay. So they're just not in order. So that's good to know. All right. So the next one that I see is Glisten Sorbet, and the color is minty. This is a basic for one of the companies. I'm trying to think which company it is, and I can't remember. I wanted to say it was Wyndham, but I don't know if that's correct. So I'm sorry if that is incorrect. I'm sure there's quilting police out there that are going to correct me. So, yeah, minty. Glisten Sorbet. It reminds me a lot of Fairy Frost, the low loft Fairy Frost, the one that has like the shine in the fabric, not on top of it. That's really pretty. Okay. So the next thing that I see is Sweet Tunes Ocean Mist. I think this has to be it. It's a batik, and it's the only one that looks like ocean sort of to me. So that's this one here. That's beautiful. That's my favorite one out of the box so far. So I like that one a lot. Let's see. Glam Starlight. There's a few more in here, and I don't know. Let me see if I can find them. Okay, this one is Hampton Court. This is the rose trellis. Now that makes a lot more sense. It's not a trellis, but it's definitely rose colored. So that's Hampton Court Rose Trellis, and let me see, Figo Fabrics. So all really good named fabrics. I love Figo Fabrics, actually. That's really pretty. It looks like snowflakes. Doesn't look like roses or a trellis, but the color is rose. So, all right. Now, we've got a couple more left. I'm trying to see if I can figure out which one's which. I think this one has to be... There's one called Sweet Tunes, which is batiks. And this is the last batik in the box, and it's called Pink Punch, so it has to be it. So really pretty. That's really nice. That'll go really well in my batik collection. And then, this last one left is Glam. It's another, I'm pretty sure this one's a basic as well. And it's called Starlight, but it's gorgeous. It's blue. Bring it in close so you guys can see the pattern on it. Again, I can't remember which company does this. I think it's Wyndham or Wilmington. I'm sorry. I know I'm totally killing that. I'll have to look it up afterwards. But one of those companies does this, and it's really pretty. I really like it. Okay, so that's all of them. So that's one. That for me is a 5 out of 5. I'm going to use my friend Stephen Bland of Bland Designs and the Idiot Quilter, his rating list. He always did 1 out of 5. This one is probably about a 3 out of 5. I love batiks. This color is not my favorite. I wouldn't pick it if I went into a store, but it's not bad. This one's pretty. Again, not me. I'm not a pink girl. But the fabric quality is really good, so I would say 4 out of 5. This one is a 5 out of 5 for sure. This is my favorite one in the box. Pretty. I love batiks, and I love this print, and I love the color. Gorgeous. And this one is probably a 4 out of 5. I really like it. Again, not a color I typically would choose. It's kind of pastel-y, but it's really pretty, and I really love the sparkle. And it feels, that's one thing I have to say, it feels really, really nice. Feels great. This one is definitely not my cup of tea. It looks like something like, and I'm not trying to be mean to any people out there at all, but honestly, my grandmother loved these flowers, and it looks like something she would have picked. Definitely not me at all. So I would say that's like a 2. 1 is for if the fabric is horrible. The fabric's good. It's just, I don't like the print. And this one is probably a 3 or 4. It's kind of teetering in between out of 5. I love the color. Not typically my thing. I'm not sure what I'll use it in, but it is really pretty. And the feel is really nice. So all of these feel amazing. They're all really great, lovely fabrics. They're all from, you know, fabric design houses that, you know, are brand names. It's not like there's anything off brand here, anything like that. So great box. I love it. And thank you so much, to the Sewers Club for offering me a box. And if you are interested in getting the Sewers Club, there's lots of options. Like I was saying before, fat quarter options, half yard options, a project box. They have lots of things. So go check them out. I like that they ship kind of to places that a lot of American companies don't. A lot of American companies are starting to get funny about shipping overseas. They've ended shipping overseas and, you know, things like that. So I'm glad that they are choosing to do this. It did come fairly quickly once they shipped it. I think it got here in maybe 3 or 4 days, which coming from Canada is not bad. I do know that they, I do think that they have a drop center on the U.S. side. Like I think they must bring it to the border and drop it over here on the U.S. side because it was checked in on the U.S. Postal Service. I've gotten things from Canada before, and it was checked in Canada, and then it transferred over after going through customs to U.S. So they must bring stuff over the border and ship it. So it got here fairly quickly. I'm very close to Canada up here in Ohio, so usually when I get things from Canada, they don't take long, which is really nice. So I like it. Would I subscribe to it every month? No, and that's not their fault. I just don't have any more capacity for any more boxes on the regular. Plus, I have a whole sewing room full of fabric. So I don't need another like stash box. But if you need a stash or want some variety and want to see some different designers, different fabric manufacturers, I think this box is a great box. So I love it. I love everything I got. And again, thank you to Sewer's Box. And I will put my link down below if you'd like 30% off to try one of these boxes. There's no obligation. You can cancel anytime. And the other thing about this box that I didn't talk about earlier is you can customize it. So you can go in and say, I don't want batiks, I don't want florals, I don't want this, I don't want that. I didn't get to customize it just because they were giving it to me. But normally you can do that. And you could tell them what colors you like, what colors you don't like. And if you get the box and you find you got something that you don't like and you decide to keep the subscription, if you get the subscription, you can go in later and modify. So if you get something you like, I like red, but I'm not sure, so I'll put red in there, and then you get red and you're like, I don't want red. You can go and take the red out. So you can definitely change it, and they tailor this to your preference. So I could get this box, 5 other people here on YouTube could get the box, and we'll show you the box and we'll get all different fabrics. That's the really cool thing about this box. All right, well, that's it. I hope you have a great start to the holiday season. I will see you soon. Bye.